Zack and Wiki is one of the industry's greatest shames. It should have been the spectacular launch of a new franchise, a revitalisation of the point-and-click genre, a release we'd all be talking about for years to come as the equally excellent sequels poured in. Sadly, this was just not the case. Despite being a critical darling, the game sold extremely poorly, and in June 2008 Capcom released a statement that all but confirmed there would never be another Zack and Wiki game. To this day, that remains the case, and it keeps me up at night. Why am I so bothered? Well, as someone who isn't even the biggest fan of point-and-click games, I can honestly say that I genuinely believe this to be one of the top 5 games on the Wii system, a console with many stellar titles. So, what's so good about Zack and Wiki? Well, everything. There isn't an element of this game that doesn't work. The game is a point-and-click adventure, using gesture-based motion controls to solve puzzles. From this description, you'd be forgiven for thinking this was doomed to be a gimmicky mess, but that's just not the case. The polish on this product is next to none. The charming cel-shaded graphics complement the light-hearted sense of humour impeccably, and add to that some really well designed puzzles and you're onto a winner in every sense of the word. In the game you play as titular character Zack, accompanied by his flying monkey companion Wiki. The two of you are pirates in a gang of salty sea rabbits, when you accidentally stumble across the talking skull of pirate captain Barbaros. He tells you if you can find the rest of his body, he will lead you to Treasure Island, and you may take control of his legendary ship, and thus begins your adventure as you journey from level to level looking for the bones of the once mighty pirate. The game differs from traditional point-and-click games in its level-based nature. Rather than being a large and continually expanding screen-by-screen based world, each level works as its own unique puzzle and leads to a treasure chest, usually containing another of the pirate's golden bones. Navigation through the levels is simply done by pointing the Wii remote and pressing A. Interacting with items takes on a slightly different style. Rather than just pointing and clicking, the game takes account of how you are physically holding the remote. There will be times when you're putting the controller upside down or holding it to your face to play like a flute, and this is where some of the game's genius comes in, as it allows for some really nifty solutions to solving problems. The puzzles themselves are extremely rewarding to figure out, as for the most part, they're really rather challenging despite the game's child-friendly demeanour. You'll likely die a fair bit in this title, but when you finally get everything to fall into place, it feels magical. Outside of the main puzzles, there's a gang hideout that acts as a central hub. From here you can see your progress, select levels, view a collection of treasures, and even send out one of the sea rabbits on a quest of their own, chasing him after the X's on the map that can be found by completing hidden challenges on the game. Everything just comes together as an elegant package that never should have failed commercially, and I highly recommend spending the pennies you can now pick this game up for and seeing for yourself what the rest of the world missed out on. And with that, we come to yet another conclusion of a Friday Obscure review. Tune in next week for another, and check back daily or like and subscribe for other exciting game content. See you next time, geekies.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.